Hey everyone! Today I'm excited to share something that feels really close to my heart. This video is an expression of my own unique perspective, one that I believe can spark connection and open minds in new ways. For a long time, I held back parts of myself, worrying about how others might see me. But I've come to realize that true freedom comes from being yourself unapologetically. This is a message about finding unity and joy in what we love, and is something I'm passionate about. My hope is that this video will encourage you to embrace your own authenticity and live fully. Thank you for watching with an open mind. Let's dive in.
Hello, it's Olga, and life is good as always. So, election season is over. If you're anything like me, you probably feel this big weight lifting off your shoulders, right? It's like we're stepping out of this intense cloud of energy. And there's something about election season that brings out our shadows, all the anxieties, doubts, frustrations, even sides of ourselves we don't normally see, or maybe don't want to. I think it's because elections don't just put ideas on the ballot, they turn our personal values, our identities into something competitive. We're constantly pushed to choose sides as if everything is black or white, right or wrong, us versus them. And that's where the shadows come in. Suddenly, it's easier to feel judgment, resentment, maybe even anger towards others. We end up in this loop of criticism and division instead of real connection and growth. Think about it. During election season, conversations often become more about who's right than what's true. We get wrapped up in arguments, both online and in person, about things we might not even fully agree with, but feel pressure to defend. We end up embodying these shadows because everything is framed in opposition, making it hard to see the good in people who don't share our opinions. So I was feeling all of this really heavily, and it got me thinking. There's this huge craving for real community and for connection. And then it hit me. This is the kind of feeling I get from EDM, from the music, crowd, the energy. That's when I realized that EDM isn't just about music. It's about escaping this energy of division and stepping into a space where people just are. No labels, no arguments, just connection and expression. So let's talk about that EDM energy. Because when I look at these two worlds, politics and EDM, it's honestly like night and day. And after all the noise and chaos of election season, I think we could all use a little bit of that EDM vibe in our lives. Politics is all about differences, about building cases against the other side. Every ad, every debate emphasizes how they're wrong and we're right. Elections fuel this environment of division, reminding us constantly that we are separated by our beliefs. We're encouraged to see each other's flaws and focus on disagreements instead of connecting. Now think about the EDM experience. It's all about unity. Everyone coming together under the same beat, moving in sync, completely immersed in the music. There's no us and them. There's just us. At a festival, no one's there to judge your beliefs or question your values. You're just a part of this collective experience, feeling like you belong exactly as you are. That's the kind of energy we need after election season. A reminder that underneath all the labels and judgments, we're really just here to connect and share this life together. During election season, it's easy to lose sight of who we really are. The constant arguments, the pressure to defend positions, it all brings out these shadowy sides, fears, insecurities, frustrations. The debates turn into personal battles, as if our identities are on the line. Elections put us into our shadows, making us defensive, sometimes even unkind. But EDM is all about freeing your soul. When you're in that space, there's no need to defend anything. You're just there, feeling the music, letting go. EDM brings out our truest selves, the part that just wants to feel joy, connection, and freedom. It's the opposite of that defensive, shadowy space that politics puts us in. EDM lets us step into our essence, where the only thing that matters is how we feel, not who we are against. Politics is a system built on criticism. We're encouraged to pick apart the flaws in each candidate, each policy, each opinion. It's almost impossible to avoid judging others. It's like this endless cycle of criticism that keeps us looking for faults in others rather than celebrating what makes us unique. We end up feeling tense, critical, and let's face it, drained. EDM, on the other hand, celebrates creativity and individuality. There's room for everyone to express themselves, whether it's through dancing, outfits, or just being present. At an EDM event, everyone's free to shine in their own way. People dress how they want, move how they feel, and no one's there to judge. It's all about appreciation, not comparison. Imagine if we took that attitude out of the festival and into everyday life. We would be connecting more, creating more, and judging less. Election season tends to put power in someone else's hands. We're told to put our hopes into candidates, to believe they'll make everything better if we just give them our votes. But the promises often fall flat. We're left feeling disappointed. We're taught to wait for change from the top as if we don't have power ourselves. It pulls us away from our own strength, our own ability to create real change in our lives. EDM, though, reminds us that we are powerful. In the EDM world, you're the main character in your own story. You don't have to wait for someone else to make changes or bring solutions. You're empowered to live fully, to bring your unique energy, and to share it with the world. It's a reminder that our individual light has an impact. We don't need anyone's permission to create change. We can start by just being ourselves. Politics is a game, and one that keeps changing the rules without telling us. Every election, every campaign has a new angle, a new promise that doesn't always last. The game is designed to keep us hoping, even when we're often let down. There's always another agenda, and it's easy to feel like we're being played, no matter who we support. But EDM offers a different energy, one that's free from these illusions. It's real, it's raw, and it's not about pushing any agenda. It's just about being. EDM gives us the space to find our rhythm, our own energy, without needing to play by someone else's rules. It's a reminder that we don't have to be part of that shifting game. We can just be ourselves, live our truth, and connect with others who are doing the same. We're all characters in this game of life, and every day we get to choose which game we want to play. Do we play the game of politics, where rules are made by others and shifted without our knowledge or consent? A game that pulls us into division, competition, and shadows? Or do we choose a different kind of game, one that moves to the beat of music, where love and connection are the only rules? Imagine a world where we show up as we are, where differences don't divide but instead add richness to our experience. In this game, everyone belongs, and our power isn't about who we're against, but who we lift up and celebrate. So as we step away from election season, maybe it's time to embrace that EDM energy a little more. The energy of unity, of soul, of self-power. Because at the end of the day, we are the change we've been waiting for. And our true power doesn't lie in someone else's hands. It's in the way we live, the way we connect, and the way we show up for each other. Maybe we don't need another political promise. Maybe we just need a reminder of who we really are and the freedom to live it out loud. That's the kind of energy I believe we all deserve to live in. So, if we had to choose which game to play, politics with its ever-changing rules and empty promises, or music, love, and unity where we're free to be ourselves, maybe it's time to choose the beat that brings us closer together, instead of the noise that keeps us apart. That's a game worth playing.